Right, I hope this is Tim here again. I hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you have an assembly of a very nice electronic enclosure in front of you with sheet metal, all the connectors, all the hardware, all the screws. Um, what I'm going to work on now is creating a drawing for that, a drawing package. It's all well and good creating an assembly, but how is somebody going to assemble it? They need a drawing. They're going to need a bill of materials. They're going to need the usual stuff. What goes into it. Um, let's open up the the folder that you're looking at. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this onto my desktop just for the time being. It's in use. I'm going to close this down then. Let's see if I can try that. Okay, there it is. Now you should have a folder with buttons, connectors, fan hardware, LCD and PCB. I also have some parts here. It says enclosure bumper, enclosure cover, mirror enclosure bumper, mirror. You can see what's happened there is it's after creating, Solidworks created parts for all those. And all of these mirrored parts have a relation back to the original enclosure bumper. And you also have sheet metal enclosure, which is the main part. So what I'm going to do is just for putting order on things, I'm going to create a folder called mechanicals, because they're mechanical parts. And I'm going to put all of these parts into mechanicals, like so. Alright? Leave those images there, and at the base of the directory, let's have our enclosure. I'm also going to create a folder called drawings. The other thing is, I say this to my students all the time, and sometimes they don't listen to me, and it's critical to have file management when you're dealing with a lot of parts. You're talking about maybe close to, maybe, would there be 50? I don't know, would there be that many, but you're talking about a lot of parts. You need file management, and it drives me nuts when students it ends up making more work for you. Okay, so I don't know how that has to be hard learned. There's no other way of doing it. So anyway, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna have a drawing that's gonna have 4 sheets on it. The first sheet is going to have a front, top and side with a rendering. It's going to have, the second sheet is going to have an exploded assembly. The third sheet is going to be a detailed drawing of the enclosure, and the fourth sheet is going to be a detailed drawing of the cover. We also have to create a drawing of the bumper as well. That's right. So there's going to be 5 sheets. I'll better write that down. Bumper. Okay. So let's open this back up. Let's open it up in Solidworks, and you're going to see something here. Open up the original assembly. Now it should complain. It's looking for the sheet metal enclosure. Where is it? So I'm just going to browse for it because I moved it. I moved it into mechanicals, and hopefully it should cop on that the rest of the parts are there too. Once this is done loading, we'll save it, because I'm after changing some of the locations of the files, and it'll save it. Why do I want you to save it? I need to explain why. I'm after once I move parts into another folder, you should save the original assembly, and it won't ask you the next time. That's why. Right. What did I do? I spent a bit of time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, playing around with the rendering. I gave this a rough brushed steel appearance. All screws have just an appearance of high gloss black. You're going to get that in plastic. That doesn't mean these are assigned in the material value of plastic. It's just that the rendering looks better. Their appearance is just plastic, not their material. There's a difference there. I'm going to do something here for fun. I'm going to see. Let me see if I want a linear component. If I want to do a whole thing of the whole thing. No. We don't want to do that. Don't do that. You're going to have to create an assembly, and you can see how it stacks. That might be kind of, you can do that yourself, but you should create another assembly with 2 electronic enclosures, and you can stack them. This boss will sit into here, and it will stack without them moving. That's an old trick I learned in an old design. So here's the back panel. That's going to be fine. Now what's next? Right, you're going to have to render something, and this is what I rendered. It's okay. It will do the job. So maybe create a rendering, and you're going to need it. So right. So what are we going to do? The first thing we're going to do is let's create a drawing. ANSI, and let's get the sheet format sorted out, and then we'll copy and paste it. I don't have a template made. I know that's what you're thinking, but we'll just it just takes 2 seconds to fix it. It's okay. What is the title? Engineering Design Project. Zero 01312016-001. We'll make it 20 in size. Revision A. Don't put my name down in your drawings like some of you do. 1-31-216. That looks okay. There we go. A and Arundel C. Now what's this? This font here is Century Gothic. What's this? Times New Roman. Let's get Century Gothic going. There you go. Not too bad. Okay. What's going on here? Wait. Let's just delete this. Okay. That's good. Alright. What else do we need? Get the logo going. AACC logo. Save image as. We'll put it in the desktop. There she goes. We'll go insert picture. What am I trying to do here? Here we go. I'm going to stick that. I'm going to put it up here, I think. Yeah, that looks okay. Alright. Okay, save. We'll save it. We're going to put this in drawings. We're going to put this in engineering design project. I'm going to copy this drawing, this sheet, and go Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V. Right click. This is going to be sheet number 2. Right click. Sheet number 3, 4. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a drawing of the bumper. I think I'm going to leave that out. I'll let you guys put that in. I'm going to just do 4 sheets. That's enough. If I'm in the mood, I'll do a quick drawing of the bumper. It won't take long. Okay. Model view. We're going to do the assembly. Preview. This is the front. Yeah. That's the top. And that's the side. We're going to go to view, hide all types. Okay, we're going to turn on the colors. Very bright. Projected view, no. Insert. Picture. Untitled. Might have to do some yeah, I'm gonna have to do some cropping there with this. I'm gonna delete this guy, and we'll right click here, edit, select. Okay, I need to zoom out a bit. Let's try that again. That looks okay. I'm happy with that. Crop. Hit save. I think this is a bitmap, is it? It's a JPEG. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Insert. picture, untitled. It's a big one, so give it a second. Tell you, you're in the big leagues now. Okay, put some overall dimensions. Right, let's do this. Tools, options, document properties, we'll change the ISO to ANSI. Okay, 6.96, and then we'll do here, it's a tiny little box. Go to there, come on now, 7.46, and we'll get an old height measurement as well. So from there to there. Okay, not too shabby. We'll save it. Now, that's the first sheet. Sheet number 3, we'll get the, okay, no, model view, browse, mechanicals, sheet metal enclosure. We're going to have to do a couple of sheets with this, I think. That's the back. That's the front. Yeah, we're going to be all day. And that's the, hold on a second here. Projected view. You'll have one there and one there. I want to it doesn't matter though really. There, that's okay. That's the front really. We'll get a projected view. That's good enough. Make that a bit smaller. I can do modeling all day, but I get tired of creating drawings really quick. That's my problem. There's that, and we're going to, in here we're going to have to get a flat pattern of that. Model view, browse, sheet metal enclosure, flat pattern. When you're generating a flat pattern, save your work. It is a bit buggy, I find, and it might be too late. I can put it in there, it's working. Right, don't worry about that so much. Now we do need the bends on that, so let's just save our work here a little bit. Yeah, and let's find out why our bend radius is. Oh, we can worry about that later. So there's our front sheet. We have the view set up for here, so we just need to dimension things. And then we have that. Okay, now what's next? Let's save that and let's go back to the assembly. We're going to create an exploded assembly. So this is going to be difficult enough. We'll click on configurations, right click here, new exploded view. Now let's take I don't know what we need. Let me just think about this for a second. Let me just go back to this drawing. We have that. Part of me wants to create another sheet. If I click on this sheet and I go OK, I'm going to put one in after, and we have sheet number 2. And I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to delete this as well. What are we going to? We'll delete all of it. I kind of want to put a model view at the top. Make it big. What's 1:1? Oh yeah, it looks good. We want to take, okay, let's click on this view, and I wonder, can we turn some of this stuff off? The lid, we want the lid off. The enclosure cover, can we hide that? Hide component, is that going to hide it in all of them though? No, just that, okay. Okay, and then what else? Yeah, that kind of makes things a little bit clearer of what's going on. you know what, let's just leave that there. We'll do something with it, or maybe not. Let me think about this view. All right, let's go back and we go to here, and let's start exploding this. New exploded view. Now is that it? Okay, here we go. And we'll click here, and all of these guys. Am I holding down the control key? No, I don't need to hold down the control key to do that. Okay, what did I just press there? I just I'll be honest. I think exploded views are not creating them is not intuitive, or maybe I just don't know how to do it right. Whatever the hell I'm pressing there I keep screwing with it. Okay, new exploded view. Do I have to see if I click there, and I want to select there and there? You have to take your time with them. Just come on now. Okay, I got that. Now I can pull this up. Okay, get that out of the way. That's one step, and I click anywhere else on the screen and I'm done. And I'm going to highlight all of this, and I'm going to pull it away in that direction there. That's good. I'm going to start swearing now in about 2 seconds. I don't want to do this in YouTube. Okay, we'll just delete that exploded step. Okay. And then we'll click here. Now we're done with that step. Okay, now can we do the next one? These two, pull them away. Is this in perspective? Let's turn the perspective off while we're doing this, and pull that out there. Okay. Now let's rotate this, and 1, 2, 3. Come on now, 4. Okay. Take your time. That's good. We got that stage, and then we get the hardware. Boom. I know there's probably better ways. This is just how I've done it for a long time. Okay, we pull the hardware away. That's it. Good. Okay, and then we rotate this. That's good. Okay, now if I wanted to highlight all of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and I see you need to get the fan as well, the blade. You just want to give the person who has to assemble this, you want to give them an indication of how all this goes together. Now that's good, okay? Alright, we can pull this out. So this isn't too bad. And this, no. We'll get the 4 screws. You just have to be patient. Let's flip it, and that, and the spacers. The reality is some of that hardware is not going to be black. I kind of painted all the hardware black, and that wasn't right. A lot of that stuff isn't. It's going to be silver. It's going to be metal coloured. So I can pull this out, and you can kind of see, right, what's next. 1, 2. I think we might make this. I've done this before, and what I would have done is I would have just made all of the view is going to be just black and white with lines. And then yeah, and it's just a little bit easier to read. Okay, and then we'll pull this. No, let's try that again. Come on now. Okay, that's good. We'll pull him away. Let's just that'll do. That'll be fine. Okay. Now, this is at that step there. We can bring them a bit closer. Okay, it's all right. Don't worry. This step here, we can bring them a bit closer. We need room for. We need room. This first step, I think we need to pull him up a little bit. The other thing we can do though is we can grab the whole box and move that down. But I don't know. I don't think so. Don't go crazy. Let's press Control Z, or let's delete that last step. No. Can I press somewhere else? Now where did that step go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Now why is this guy moved? Do I need to save this? I'm going to save it and rebuild it. Okay, there we go. That's what it looks like. I'm going to leave those pin nuts in there. I'm not pulling those out. It's just going to confuse things. Alright, let's leave the pin nuts where they are. Let's get the board. So you're probably best to highlight the main motherboard here. And I'm going to get the nuts as well. And we'll pull them out. And then we'll pull the other stuff. The nuts. We're going to get the standoffs as well. Just remember why we're doing this. We're creating an exploded assembly, because if this was a real design and somebody wanted to produce it, you want to make life easy for the people who are assembling it. That's it. So we'll draw. Now hold on. Good. And then the last thing we need is, hold on a second. Okay, and there's those screws there from the bottom. This is okay. Is there a good camera view that we can see a lot of the stuff? That's pretty good. We need to pull these guys out though a little bit more. Okay, and whoops, I'm after the microphone. I click somewhere else. I'm going to hit save, and let's have a look. I'll right click here. I'm going to go animate collapse. Okay, you can see the board going in, then the LCD. That's not quite right, but pushed in. They all go in. That goes in. There. You kind of see how it goes together. What can I do with that? Can I right click and animate explode? That comes out. Here we go. Okay, that looks good. Alright, I'm going to save that. Okay, I'm going to go to Control Tab. I'm going to go to sheet number 2, and I'm going to go to Model View. I'm going to go Exploded Assembly Current Model View, and we're going to have to make it a bit bigger. 1:1, too big. 1 to 2. That looks good. Let me just turn on the colours to see how does it look good. Ah, it does look good, doesn't it? But it's hard to see what's going on. Yeah, it's hard to see. I hate to say it, I would leave it black and white. Now we have that 1:2. We can probably make that just a tiny bit bigger. 1.75. There you go. That's what you want. Let's go to Insert, Table. Oh my God, is that all the parts? Why? Okay, let's try that again. I think that's because of the circuit board. Now watch this. Insert. Insert. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Bill of materials. Top level only. Top level only. Here, watch this. Now you're laughing. Okay. Okay, I need to take a break, but I'm going to show you how to put manners on this in a second. So there's that. We have that view there. I kind of like that there, but we need to put something else in with it. We have our bill of materials. You're going to have all this dimensioned up, and then you're going to have that, and then you're going to have the cover. So that's good. And what we can do here is we can get the model of the enclosure cover, and let's put a nice dimension on, or nice 1.5, I think. There, that's good. So let's save that. I'm going to dimension this up. I think I'm going to dimension all of it up, because it will help you, I think. So let's take a break. Alright, I'm back. I've just been thinking a little bit just over the last few minutes, and I kind of want to make it clear. So in this drawing package that we're going to create, just a couple of things. I did click on the assembly. If I open it up here, I'll get to my point now in a second, but I did right click on this and just change the cover to be transparent on there, which I think it improves that a little bit. That's your call. I don't what happened there? Did I just do something stupid? Yeah, it's still there. Okay, now why is that going away? Do I need to rebuild it? Where did that just, what did I just click there to turn that off? What's going on here? I just pressed something stupid really fast. Can I press Control Z? Now if I open this up, it's there. Why is it being turned off? Sheet metal enclosure. I don't want to hide the component. I'll flip it, go back, and I'm going to save this, and I'm going to close it down and go back into it and see does it still give me an issue. And I'm going to forget that point that I wanted to make, but let's close that down. Let's close this down. Let's go back to the drawing. Alright. Sometimes you have to exit out. Now where's my image gone? There it is there. Okay, this is good. Now I don't think we need sheet number 2. I don't think we need this view. I wouldn't put it in. That's your call. If you want to leave that in, it's entirely up to you. So this is sheet number 1. It's in good shape. Sheet number 2 we'll work on now in a second. Sheet number 3, we're going to dimension this up, and we're going to create a detailed drawing of this. Now, when you're creating this assembly and you're going through this, I don't want you to model this sheet metal enclosure up based on the dimensions that you get here. I want you to set up the components where they should be, and then build the sheet metal around the components. I want you to do an assembly driven design. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't just take, now some of you, if you're having a major issue with the assembly driven design, try it again. Just only as a backup are you able to draw this sheet metal based on this drawing. Make sure you're very clear on that. I want you to have some concept of like an assembly driven design. That's what you're going to be doing. That's the point I wanted to make. So So that's it. Let's look at sheet number 2. So I don't know if there's enough room. I'll see if I can move this over. I'm going to right click on description, and I'm going to hide. Okay, and we'll pull this out. I'm going to right click on this, and let's click on it, and let's click the A, which is the font, and let's make this a lot smaller. And then I'm going to do this. I'll right click, formatting, row height. I'm going to make this 0.2. It won't let me do it. 0.205 then. Why is that? That doesn't show row column. No, don't do that. I want to make this smaller. Why is it so big? Formatting, row height. It's saying 0.21. Why can't I make it smaller? 0.15. It's saying that I need to make it smaller. Why? Is it locked? Is the height locked? Formatting, lock row height. It looks like it's locked. Okay. Right click, formatting, uncheck low. What happens if why can't I make that? There you go. That will work for whatever reason. I'll drag this, bring this over. Come on, get in there. Let's pull this over. It's small. It's too small, really. But now with the main motherboard, the LCD, the rocker switch 1. This isn't great. Like this would not do in a normal drawing package. What the hell is rocker switch 1? You need the part number there. The 30mm. I know. We didn't. You're going to leave it the way it is though. But you'd need specific part numbers for all these things. If you're ever in a company and you're doing an exploding assembly, make sure you need item number, part number. Put the description in. Somebody who's assembling has no clue what this part number means. They want to know that item number 12 is a certain size screw. Now, do you see how we have 3 bumpers, enclosure bumper, and then those mirrors? What you can do is you can click on here, and you can, now that the fact that they're at the bottom is good, because we can click there, and I can right click and go. I don't want to delete them, but I want to hide them. Can I hide that? It doesn't need to be there. Hide selected. Hide selected. So just to be clear, just the part numbers, you need specific part numbers for all those parts, and the part numbers are not enough. You're just going to piss people off by not including a description. That's just, who the hell, nobody knows what this part number is. You would need a description. What is number? So anyway, let's put the balloons in, and it'll make more sense. Now, some people like auto balloon. I'm going to give it a go and see how it's too much. It's doing all of these parts. Is it? No, it's not. That isn't actually too bad. I'm going to go okay with that. And we have these magnetic lines. That's not too bad. There, if I drag that in there like that. I don't like long balloon lines, but I can always pull that in like so. Yeah, I eat my words. That auto balloon is not too bad. So put some manners on your balloons. We don't need really long ones. Let's get that a bit closer. Don't cross your lines if you can. You don't want long balloon lines. just going to delete that magnetic line, it's not needed. Let's just drag this over a little bit. Okay, that's not too bad. That was pretty quick. I'm going to say it again. I know you don't want to hear it. If this was I don't have the room right now, and there's no way I want to deal with that. But let's say number 19. What nobody knows what this part number is. They're not going to. They're not going to be. The bags will be destroyed. That they come in. They want to know that this is in your description. Let's pick a couple of examples. This would be a male to female hex standoff. Its size is 440 and its length is 1/4 of an inch, if that's right. I think it's 7/32. I'm not sure. That should be in the description. Here, item number 18. Item number 18, it looks like it's that. No, item number 17 looks like these screws. This means nothing to a person. What they would want to see in the description, if they had to do this, would be a 632 button head screw, length 1/2 an inch, finish black oxide. All of that helps. That's your job. Your job is to make people's lives a bit easier. Now, if I turn this color on, what does that look like? I kind of like that. I'm not going to lie. I think we're going to leave it that way. If you have the money and another college wants to use this, you should buy. I was just thinking you should buy all these connectors. You should buy the fans. You should buy an LCD. It's about $100. You can get some sheet metal made. You could give these to your students, and they could fold it, and they could try and install this. This you could use a piece of 8th, or you could make it a 16th 0.060 acrylic, clear acrylic, and you could laser cut it. It would look good. It would be a good assembly project. I'm going to save it, and that's sheet number 1 and sheet number 2 down with. I don't want you guys passing this off as your own work. If you create it, if you do everything and you create the drawing, then I'm happy. I don't want you print screening this and saying I did this. Especially the guys in my class, the people in my class. All right. So we have sheet number 2 done. Sheet number 3. Okay. Right, I'm back for more punishment. I hope you're doing well. I just saw this kind of quickly here. Number 23 is an enclosure bumper, and I have 24 and 25. So look, just delete 25, delete 24. Double click here, and I'm just going to override it. Not 41, and we've got 4 of them. 23. So that's good. Sheet number 1, I'm happy with. Sheet number 3, just let's start dimensioning it up. It's not too bad. Excuse me now. I think I'm in the mood. No, I think I'm going to do some ordinate dimensioning here. There's just a lot going on. Yeah, there's too much going on. But before we do that, let me just get some holes. Let's knock the holes out. 0.17, is that really true? It's not quite right. It's 3 decimal places. True. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now watch this. Press fit 440 pim nut times 8 places. Okay, that's all the information they need. That's that hole. What else? That's times 4. Put the quantity of the number of holes in it. It minimizes confusion. You know, that is, you could put that through for 0.11 through. We'll do another one hole call out. what's that times 8? 8 places, alright. Now let me just make sure that this is all centered. I'm going to get a little center line here going from there to, come on out, there you go. Now I wish I had put those on the center. I'm going to leave them where they are. Oh, I could have put that in the center as well. That blows. No, let's forget about it. That's not going to help us. That should have been put on the center line. That's alright. Okay. Diameter 54. What else? Fillets. This is a D sub. I'm not even going to bother putting dimensions on this. The sheet metal people will know this a mile away. That's no big deal. It would be kind of a pain to try and to put a lot of dimensions on that. I wouldn't even waste your time. Stuff like we can do this though. We'll go from there to there to get a center line. That's good. And then here another center line. They need to know the center, and then there to there. And then we'll do the same here. Basically, the only information they need is where the center of those punches are. Where is the center mark? All right. We'll get an ordinate dimension from the edge, and you're just going through. A bit busy there. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's good. That looks. I know I'm not a big fan of ordinate dimensions. It makes it easy to pack in a lot of them. So that's it. What now? How long? Let's not get too crazy. Let's get another one going. Ordinate dimension from the top. 0.46. There, and there. If I press escape, it's a bit busy, but they can figure that out. Okay. And then here on this side, it's busy there. Okay. If that's 0, we'll do it again. No. Okay, let's do this then. .186. Okay. Now the only thing we're missing here we need this right click, add to ordinate, and at this point here. Come on now, it is enough room. Okay. And there's just a lot going in. If I pull that out, will that help? What happens if I do this? If I drag this in, yeah, you can kind of put manners in those. Oh yeah, that's a lot going on there, but okay. What else would we want to do? That's a miter. We're going to want, we'd put in some sort of a note, and you would say TIG weld. Weld. I don't know if you want to say TIG weld. Just weld. Weld and what's the right word I'm trying to grind? Not grind. Weld and is it grind? Weld and grind the 4 corners. Grind the 4 corners. Okay. Let's do this. This is easy enough. We'll get some center marks going. 1. Now we'll do the extremities. Lovely. Now why isn't it picking them all if I go like that? Oh yes, that's gotten better. Okay, what's this from there to there? 1.2, and from that edge to there 0.25. Let's bring this up a little bit. Let's put a fillet on it. Okay, and then I'm going to go from the bottom, from there to there, 0.25. And I think that's all they need. I'm going to put a dimension in from where it starts to where it ends. Again, maybe a sheet metal fabricator will look at these drawings. They're going to upload an step file or a DWG file and just go with that. I don't say that too much because it gives people an out for poor drawings, but that's you're not quite there yet. You're just going to have to suck it up and just do decent drawings. Okay. Okay. Not really saying a whole lot when I do my drawings. Put 1.22. Let's get a center line going. Come on now, from there to there. That works. There's the center line. Let's drag this out. And they will see the center line. Okay, let's pull this out a little bit. And we'll go from the center line to there, 0.79. And this is all symmetrical. What else do we need? We have from there to there. We got the fillets. That looks good. We have a square here though. So we go from here. 1, 2, 3. No, don't do that. 1, 2. No. 1. Come on now. Here we go. Okay, that's that. There, those two features. We go there now. Yeah, we're good. I think. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Let's do this. Now we just have some overall dimensions. 6.56. From there to there is 706. Okay, now let's get some. Come on now, let's get some ordinates going. Now, see, we're missing something here. We need to put on. No, we don't want to do that. Just this view. We just want hidden lines just on this view, and why? To show that we have countersinks in there that we got to worry about. Is this okay? That's good. All right. Yeah, it has to be done, and then whole call out. Okay, that's for the countersink. Now let's get an ordinate dimension going. Okay, we'll right click, add to ordinate. There we go. From there to 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 there. And is that everything? I'm going to press escape and it tidies itself up. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. Ordinate dimensioning. We go from there to there to there. Just keep on going. You know how to use them now. I've created a monster. Here we put this inside. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm giving you really strong mixed signals on ordinate. I just don't like them. But they are quick and they are dirty. And you can just throw in a lot of dimensions quickly. You know how I feel. So, all right, and we'll do the same here. We'll do the same with the ordinate dimensions. Hold on, we'll get a dimension going from there to there, and we'll bring that up 0.94. We'll get a whole call out. We might have to move this up over a little bit. That's good. 8 places. Okay. I think that's enough. Believe it or not, I think that's enough dimensioning there. I think somebody, I don't know if we need to go crazy with. Maybe this angle would help. But that's about it, I think. That's 45. Okay. I think there'd be enough. The only thing we need there is also this as well, that distance. Okay. Right, now what else? We got the 0.94. We need some center marks. We'll have one there and one there, and we'll put them in relation to the bottom of the sheet metal. Alright. I'm crossing over with my dimensions, but I don't really have a choice there. Okay. What's next? Ordinate dimensions. We'll go from there, and we have that. Okay, and then we just put this one in for good measure. You know, you can knock out a drawing pretty fast. What else? If you want to, you could put something in about the finish. Do you know what I mean? This would be, you could get them to I don't know, what does it call it? Sandblast, bead blast. You could get them to bead blast the enclosure. Let me see if I can go to YouTube and see, can I find a bead blast. And you'll see bead blast sheet metal. Brand and bead blast your fabrication. Blast works. Yeah, you can see what they're doing is they're using a plastic medium, and you know, you might have your sheet metal there, and you know, that looks nice. Look at that, fancy. Oh, look at oh no, that's slick. This is nice. I see what they're doing. They're using, oh, that is, and that I'm impressed. Yeah, how would they have done that though? They're using plastic just to tape it off, and then they're hitting it. You can see that effect there. That is very nice. Very nice. There you go. That's a good thing to know. Yeah, I'm impressed. So you could. What else could you do? You could say also. You'd kind of have to talk to a fabricator first, but you could get different types of patterns or grains, and you could once you find a pattern that they'll show you, you could add that to your drawing. But it does make a boring sheet metal box look a lot more professional. So that's that. I'm not going to put it in. You would talk to a fabricator first. Here, this is your flat pattern. We do need to put in the bend lines here. I don't know why they're not coming up. Can I open this up and right click here? Where are the bend lines? They're there. Do I need to hit show, hide all types? Where does it say bend lines? Well, bead. No, we don't want that. Let's just go back here. If I go to view and I go display, no, hide, show, and I let's get rid of that. There we go. There's your bend lines right there. But the problem is it turns on this stuff here as well. We go view. It's in the sketch information, isn't it? See, then we have to go in here, and we could open this up. Now we could turn off the sketch information manually. That's a pain. or maybe I just need to get it could be these three, and let's hide them. Let's save that, and let's go back and see where it's coming from. I just lost my bloody enclosure again. Don't worry about that. Where is this stuff coming from? That is coming from the... Man, there's a lot of stuff here, isn't there? There's a lot of sketch information. Yeah, you'd have to go through and find out where all the sketch information is. Can I turn it off? Can I right click here? No, I'm going to have to go view, display, no, hide sketches. That should be separate. I'm going to save this. Don't worry, the bloody enclosure will kick back when it gets opened again. It's just a little bit of a bug. It's running out of memory. Or is it? Yeah, it's running out of memory, I think. All right, you're gonna have to survive if you were going to export this as a DWG to a sheet metal fabricator, they're going to want to know where those bend lines are. But the reality is they're right there. They need to know where those bends are. Right. The other thing, did we put in the thickness? Is there the thickness of the sheet metal anywhere here? No. We need to write that down. So watch this. We'd have a note. Notes. 1. Sheet metal material. What is it? Do you remember what it is? 50, 52 aluminium. Number 2. Thickness. Come on, let's try that again. Thickness 0.050 inch. If you want to put in a 3, you could talk about bead blasting or some sort of finish. Where would we want to put this? This is good right here. We'll make it a little bit bigger, or we'll make it bold. Okay. Sheet metal material 50-52 aluminum, thickness 50 thousandths. Right. We'll copy and paste it. This is good right here. We'll just put it right there. We'll do the same. Whole call out 8 times, and looks like it has some sort of depth. I don't know where it's got that from. Let's get rid of that depth. Through all. Okay. So this is the cover. I'm not going to. You can't really dimension this. They'll get that from the DWG when you would export it. We're going to get our ordinate dimensions going. Now I hope you're not using these drawings to create these parts. Do you remember how you're going to create the parts? You're going to create the parts by going through the video, and then I'd like you to do it a second time because there's a lot going on. Ordinate dimensioning again. We'll do this. Is that everything? No, it's not. We're missing some important stuff right here. Add to ordinate. We're missing this guy. We're missing the fillet size. And that's it. I think we're done. I think I can relax. Yeah, it's been a busy day. Alright, what do we need? We need a sketch. Where's our sketch? We'll get a center line and we'll separate this to kind of indicate that these are separate parts. This is the flat pattern. Okay, now watch this. We will do here. We'll just put this down here. Bring this down. Sheet metal. Enclosure. Flat pattern. Okay. Alright, that's it. What else are we missing? The bumper. I'm not doing it. We've enough. You can do that later. What do I want from you? 4 drawings. These 4 drawings when you're done. Anyone in my class, and I'll give you a date to submit it. But that's it. Good. If you've gotten this far, and and you really understand what's going on, you're going to be giving me some competition, which you know I don't really want. But that's if you're at this level and you understand what's going on, that's a good sign. And that's it. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the project, and I'm going to make 2 more videos, and they're going to be surfacing. We're going to create a helmet, and we're going to create a mouse that I modeled up years ago. So we're going to do 2 more videos, which are going to be surfacing, and then that's me signing off for a few years. Thanks.